Rasul ﷺ isn't going to him and finding the people who are committing these criminal acts. They're coming to Rasul ﷺ, and Rasul ﷺ asked him, did you stay and you prayed with us? He said, yes. So you've been forgiven.
Alhamdulillah.
You know what I mean? The mercy, like, you know what I mean? Like, you have the law in the book, and then the heart that applies it, what state is that heart in?
That's right.
I look for protection from Allah.
At minimally, we should not harm one another. I think that's probably the minimum thing. The minimum thing is to not have an obstacle in the path, to remove an obstacle in the path. You know, the lowest form of La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. So, and we're struggling still to do with to overcome that. But I think that's only truly how we can progress with the hidayah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, because for sure, decades and centuries, for example, of injustice, of racial injustice, has shown that you can't just do it with policy. No. I think I want to tie it back to what you said at the beginning, because I think that is the most powerful thing. It has to start with your heart. You can have all the organizations, you can have all the amendments, you can have all the policies and all the laws in the book, but if that heart that's applying that is not connected with its creator, it cannot be connected to justice, Sheikh. I don't think it can be connected. I don't think it can be connected to justice, because the way, look at how our Rasul sallallahu subhanallah, the way that he even applied the had. Somebody came to our Rasul sallallahu, I'm deserving of the punishment. He said, wait, we're going to pray right now. And then they made wudu, they prayed. After the salah, this man came back to Rasul sallallahu making a confession. Rasul sallallahu isn't going to him and finding the people who are committing these criminal acts. They're coming to Rasul sallallahu, and Rasul sallallahu asked him, did you stay and you prayed with us? He said, yes. So you've been forgiven.
Alhamdulillah.
You know what I mean? The mercy, like, you know what I mean? Like, you have the law in the book, and then the heart that applies it, what state is that heart in?
That's right.
And I think that's the biggest thing we need to overcome.
Yeah, and also in that, we're talking about changing hearts and minds of other people. We really have to work on ourselves. And this goes back also why I talk about this so-called intersectionality and racial justice, that if we think that we're going to get justice for ourselves or a better situation by promoting haram in the process, then we're not going to get the dunyawi advancement they're looking for, and we're going to lose in the akhirah. And this is why Allah Azza wa Jalla says in the Quran, "In JazakumAllahu Khairan." If Allah helps you, then none can defeat you. But when we say "Wa iyyaka nasta'in," we are seeking Allah's help or assistance. You alone do we seek for help. Is that we have to have proper adab with Allah. We go to Allah seeking his help, and this means that following his commandments and staying away from his prohibitions. But we can't expect to get help in our worldly affairs when we aren't truly surrendering to Allah Azza wa Jalla's command.
Do I feel that the New York police are providing enough protection, or do I have to have protection of my own? I look for protection from Allah.